Alrighty, so just a set of medium and or heavy weights. Got total body today, upper body, core, lower body, all the fun stuff. Let's get started with our warm. Draw your feet hip width apart and parallel. We're going to draw our knees up towards our chest. You can reach your arms up overhead. Exhales on the knee drives. On the next one, we're going to reach the arms down as we draw the knee up. Warming up that upper body with the lower body. Let's do one more on each side. From here, we're going to take it over to a side lunge. Reach down, tap towards the opposite foot. Just bending into those knees. Your feet are static. Rising back up. As you press your hips back. Deep exhale. Let's do one more on each side. From here, gently bend into your knees and then slowly straighten. Avoid locking up the knees here. Keep a soft bend as you rise up. Coming back down. A few more. All right, the next one, hold the knees bent, draw the elbows wide behind the head. We're going to tap down, drawing the same elbow towards the same knee, and then rising up, warming up that core, grounding through all 3 points of your toes. Big toe, back to your pinky toe, straight down towards your heel. One more on each side. All right, rise back, stacking the shoulders over the hips, tee out the arms. Draw some tiny circles, palms are facing down here. From here, reverse your circle, tiny circles. We're going to come down to a low lunge. Release your knee to the floor, right knee down, left toe forward, pressing into that left knee, and then pressing your hips back. Chin and chest stays lifted here. On the next one, keep the hips back, straighten that front left leg. Maybe point, flex, circle out that left ankle. Hold the left toes flex and hinge forward. Bringing your forehead towards your toes. Feeling that stretch in the back side of your left leg. And then gently rise up, switching sides. Release the left knee down, take a big step forward with the right foot. Pressing into the right knee, allow your left hip to open up. And then draw the hips back, press it forward, and draw the hips back. Keep it going. On the next one, hold the hips back, point, flex, circle out the right ankle. On the next one, go ahead and hold your right toes flexed, hinging forward. Maybe bring your nose towards your knee, heart towards your thigh. Feeling that stretch in the back side of your entire right leg. On the next exhale, rise up to standing, roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward, shake out anything else that you may need to do so. All right, we've got 45 seconds on, 15-second breather in each round. We have 4 moves. We're doing them 3 times through, and we have a nice 20-second breather. So first we have our feet are slightly wider than our hips. We're bringing that weight down between our feet. We have a squat, picking up that weight to a clean press. Release it down, and then we're going to switch sides. So grab that weight that you want to do a press up, overhead, alternating right to left to right. We're starting in 3, 2, and 1. All right, that timer has begun. Weight between your thighs. Reach down. Press it up. Come back down. Reach. Press up. Keep it going. It's a burst as you press that weight up overhead. Keep it going. You're 20 seconds down. Stay with it. Squat, overhead press. That's it. You've got it. Alternating which arm reaches down and grabs that weight. You've got less than 5, 3, 2. All right, Grab one heavy weight between your palms at heart center or one lighter weight on each shoulder. We're going to come down to a kneeling stance. Bring your knees wider than your hips, toes to touch. From here, we have good morning. So we're hinging at the hips, keeping that back flat. Your hips do not have to touch your heels, but you're hinging forward and then rising back up. We're targeting those glutes. We're targeting the core. Hinge forward and rise up. Squeezing your glutes as you rise. That's it. Back is flat the entire time. Hinge forward. Just as like you're doing a deadlift where your neck is following your gaze as you hinge forward. That's it. You've got 3, 2, and 1. All right. From here, place one weight on your shoulder with your hand, feet are hip width apart and parallel. We're going to squat down. Give me a knee drive. Reach the weight up and over. Switching sides. Squat. Knee drive. Release it down. Switch sides. Squat. Knee drive. Release it down. Switching sides. You can take out that knee drive if you'd like. You can also hold that knee drive as you bring the weight over. The knee drive is additional core work. You can always take out that knee drive, come to standing, switch the weight overhead, squat, rise up, keep it going. You can go heavy here. That's it, you got 5. Last 2. All right, grab 2 heavy weights, go heavy here. We have a deadlift to a squat, so feet are hip width apart, parallel. We're going to glide the weight down the front of our shins towards your toes. Once you rise to stand, give me that squat. Deadlift, rise up, weights by your side. Squat. Chest is forward in that squat. Your back is flat. Don't round or arch your back in that deadlift. Keep it going. Imagine you're trying to sit in that chair behind you. Maybe touch that wall. You should not feel this in your upper body, just your lower body. Deadlift, rise up, and squat. So the goal with your deadlift and your squat is not how low can you go, it's how far can you reach your hands towards your outside ankles or your toes without using your upper body. All right, we're back to the top. Grab that weight of choice. Bring your feet wider than your hips. Release that weight down to the floor. We have that squat, picking up that weight to an overhead clean press, alternating sides. All right, round 2 here. Reach up and switch. Keep it going. That's it. Very nice. As you squat down low, keep your head above your chest. You find you get a little lightheaded, slow it down. Keeping your chest lifted. If grabbing that weight off the floor is too much, you can also just bring it down, come into that gorilla row stance, switch sides, reach up and press. Bring it down, switch sides, reach up and press. All right, back to those kneeling good morning. So again, 1 weight or 2. Bring your knees slightly wider than your hips, toes touch as if you're doing a child's pose in yoga. 1 weight between your palms, elbows are wide, or 1 weight on each shoulder. From here, hinge forward. Your back is flat. As you hinge at your hips, your gaze is following. Keep it going. That's it. You're 15 seconds in. Stay with it. Hinging forward. And rise. You can keep the top shoelace portion of your toes flat on the floor. If that bothers you, you can always tuck your toes. And of course, your hips do not have to press and tap your heels. You do want to move in that position. Hips and glutes towards your heels. They don't have to touch. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Use that same heavy weight. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Weight is in your one hand. We have that squat to a knee drive. Overhead, reach up and over. Squat down. Reach up and over. Alternating. You can make it as fluid or slow it down as much as you'd like. You can add in that knee drive. You can also take out that knee drive. To help balance, you can draw that opposite arm out to a broken T. Keep it going. If you're adding that knee drive, it's the same knee with the side that has the weight. Keep it going. That's it. You've got it. Beautiful. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Grab that second heavy weight. Feet hip width apart and parallel. We're back to the deadlifts. Alternating a deadlift to a squat. Roll your shoulders up and down. Keep your shoulders down from your ears. Palms facing towards your thighs. Roll down. Bend into your knees. Hand to your hips. Come all the way up. Give me that squat. Keep it going. Slow and controlled. So think about using your hamstrings, using your glutes to pull yourself back up from that deadlift. Use your quads from your squat. Keep it going. Your navel's pulled into your spine. That's it. Keep it going. Deadlift to a squat. Last 5. All right, we're back to the top. Third and final round. Put the weight between your thighs or hold it between your hands. Feet are wider than your hips, toes are slightly turned out. Squat, picking up that weight to an overhead clean press. Alternating sides. Press it up, come back down. Press it up, reach back down. Very nice. Way to stay with it. You're 15 seconds in, last time doing this. Make it your best round yet. That's it. Nice. Keep your chin lifted as you hinge down, whether you're picking the weight up off the floor or alternating from one hand to the next in air. That's it. You've got 7. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have those good mornings. So grab one between your palms, elbows are wide. You can also grab 2 weights, one weight on each shoulder. Knees are wider than your hips, toes to touch. You can flex your toes or relax them. We're gonna hinge forward. Think about trying to tap your glutes towards your heels. That's the motion you want to go in, hinging at your hips. Keep it going. That's it. Hinging forward. As you get to that hinge, notice you're squeezing your glutes and then you're using your glutes and your hamstrings to rise up and then coming right back down again. That's it. You got 10 seconds here. Stay with it. Slow and controlled. We're back to staying in 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on up. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Grab that weight on one side. We have that hip width squat, keeping that weight on your shoulder. As you rise to stay, maybe grab that knee up and switching sides. All right, that timer has begun. You can always draw the opposite hand out if you'd like. That's it. Very nice. Keep it going. Knee drive, additional core work. Stay with it. You can always take that knee drive out. Just come into that squat and rise. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Very nice. Hi, Lucy. Keep it going. She thinks I have food. That's it. Squat, overhead, alternate with or without that knee drive. That's it. You got less than 5, 2, All right, come on up. Grab that second heavy weight. Go heavy here. All right, roll the shoulders up and down. Keep the shoulders pulled down from your ears. Feet again are hip width apart and parallel. You're grounding through your feet. Hinge out your waist. Soft bend in your knees. Glide the way down the front of your legs. And rise up. Come into that squat. That's it. Keep it going. You're already 15 seconds in. Think slow and controlled. No need for speed on these. Keep it going. Almost there. 15 seconds to go. Breather after this. Beautiful. Last 10. That's it. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Shake it out. We have a nice breather. Maybe grab a sip of water. All right. We have 4 new fun moves, starting with upper body next. You still got 20 seconds, don't worry. All right, I'll show you our next move just to start. We're gonna grab one weight in each hand. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. We're gonna hinge forward, draw the palms facing out, and we have alternating rows, left and right, right and left. All right, those 45 seconds have begun. Keep the elbows tucked in. Palms are facing the same direction that you're looking. Maintain that soft bend in your knees. Hold the hinge forward. Draw your navel into your spine. If this hurts your back, keep the navel tucked in. You can also rise up just a bit. You're still rowing, pulling those elbows back close towards the body. Palms are facing up. That's it. Keep it going. Last 10. We're going to come down to a kneeling stance next. You got 5, 3, 2. All right, come down to a kneeling stance. From here, we're going to hinge forward as we draw the arms up. Rise up, hammer curl to overhead press. So draw the elbows in, hinge forward, arms straight, extend back. Rise up, hammer curl, palms facing in, overhead press. You're in that kneeling stance. You can also do this from standing. You can keep a slight bend in your elbows as you hinge forward, draw the arms back. Rise up, reach, draw the elbows down. So kneeling or standing. I know, 2 upper body back to back. We're so strong though, you got this. That's it. We do have lower body coming up with, of course, some upper body. That's it. Straight arm tricep extension as you hinge forward, hammer curl as you come rising up, overhead press. All right, keep those weights. We're gonna come to a right lateral lunge as we come to standing. I want you to give me a bicep curl, palms facing in. So as we step the right leg out, we're gonna tap the weights down towards the floor, step it in, bicep curl, release, draw it out, bicep curl as you step it in, keep it going. That's it, you're 15 seconds in. My computer locked up, keep it going. That's it, step it wide, reach down, step it together, bicep curl. You're using those abs as you step the leg in and out. You're working the inner thighs as you reach down. Deep bend to that right knee. You got 3, 2, and 1. Finish up where you're at. All right, we have a left lateral lunge with the hammer curl. Palms facing in. Oh, no, you know what? Let's do a W curl. So palms are out at the diagonal, palms facing up. We did the hammer curl once already in this set. All right, lateral lunge. So left leg forward. Give me that W curl. Release. Lateral lunge, left side this time. Stepping that left leg back to meet the right. Curling those arms up at a diagonal, so they're not forward. They're not directly out from your rib cage or your hips. They're just in between. Working those biceps now. Keep it going. That's it. Very nice. You've got 10 seconds here. Left lateral lunge. W curl. We're back to the top with the rows. All right, finish up where you're at. All right, hinge forward. Palms are facing out, back is flat, so don't arch or round your spine, just a nice flat back. We're alternating, rowing the arms, one arm at a time. All right, that timer has begun. Keep a soft bend in those knees, avoid locking out those knees. Really ground through all 3 points of your foot, your big toe, back to your pinky toe, straight back to your heel. Dig those toes into the floor. Keep it going, rowing up, keep that elbow tucked in close towards your body, and release. Palms are in the same direction that you're looking. You can hold that hinge forward. You can also rise up to a little bit more of a standing position. Keep the navel pulled into your spine. Beautiful work. Very nice. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, kneeling or standing. Hinge forward, tricep extension. Rise up, hammer curl. Overhead press, bring it back down. Keep it going. So your body is hinging forward, your tricep extension. You're coming upright with your hammer curl. And then give me that overhead press. I know lots of arms in this round of moves, but you got it. You are so strong. Push through. This is round 2 of 3. You've been here before. That's it. Time to perfect those moves. Maybe make it more challenging. That's it. Hinge forward, navel pull into your spine. Back is flat. Deeper bend into your knees. As you draw those arms back, palms facing in. As you rise up, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Give me that hammer curl, bending into the elbows. All right, let's start with the left side this time. So let's do that W curl, arms out to that diagonal after our lateral lunge. So over to the left side, lateral lunge, come to standing, W curl. That's it, reach down. You don't have to tap the floor. You're just drawing those weights to the outside of your left knee, maybe down your shin, maybe down towards your ankle. Go to the depth that works for you. Your back is flat as you come into that lateral lunge. As you step the left leg out and back in with control, you're using those abs. Last 10, left lateral lunge. Give me that W curl once you set that left leg back in. Last 3, 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Shake it out. Make sure you have plenty of space to the right side. Left lateral lunge, this time bicep curl. Just straight forward, palms facing up. All right, join me in 2 and 1. Right lateral lunge, step it together. Bicep curl, release. Lateral lunge. Step it together, give me that curl. Palms facing in towards the same shoulder. Your back is flat in that lateral lunge. Draw together, bicep curl, release. Lateral lunge, you're stepping directly out from the right hip. That's it. Beautiful. Way to stay with it. You got 10 seconds here. We're right back to the top, right where we started for our third and final round. And in 3, 2, and 1. All right, hinge forward, slightly standing, narrow, palm facing out row. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. You can always walk your feet a little bit wider. Give yourself some more distance between your feet. The closer your feet are, the more challenging it's going to be. So if you want more of that core challenge, you can draw your legs together. Keep the elbows tucked in. As you draw that pinky up, think about drawing in towards your rib cage. Maybe past the rib cage. That's it. Keep it going. Alternating. Narrow row, palms are facing up. Sculpting those shoulders. That's it. As you pull, really extend the tricep. You've got 5. We're down to kneeling, or keep it standing next. All right, we have our next set. Either kneeling or standing. Hinge forward, tricep extension. Draw it together, rise up, bring it back down. Extend, rise up overhead. 45 seconds are on the clock. Keep it going. If you're kneeling, you can tuck your toes, pressing your toes in towards the floor. You can also have your feet relaxed. Top shoelace portion of your foot press into the floor. You can also work from standing. Maintain that bend in your knees, even as you rise to stand. Keep it going. Stacking the shoulders over the hips as you hinge upright. That's it. You've got 7. Then we're back to those lateral lunges. All right, finish up where you're at. Shake it out. Let's start to the right side again with a bicep curl. So elbows stay close in towards your rib cage. Palms are facing up. Stepping out to the right side. Catch your breath. All right, last time on the right side. Lateral lunge. Deep bend into that right knee. Give me that bicep curl. Reach down. Bring it together. Bicep curl. You're already 15 seconds in. That's it. If you'd like, you can also add the right knee drive with the bicep curl. Step it down or directly out to that lateral lunge. You've got it. Keep it going. Last time on this side. You've got less than 5, 3. All right, shake it out. Now we have that W curl. So elbows still stay tucked in, but our arms are out to that diagonal, making that W shape as we bend the arms. Left leg steps out, left leg steps in. Lateral lunge. Deep bend, you that W curl. Same options here. If you want, you can draw that knee up with the W curl. Bring it back down. You can step that knee in between at any time, or just rest it on the floor next to the right. Very nice. You've got 20 seconds to go. Breather after this. Last 10. You've got it. Last 5, 2, and 1. All right, set those weights down. Grab a sip of water, catch your breath. Maybe step the feet side to side. All right. Next up, we're gonna grab 1 heavy weight between your palms. You can also grab 2, 1 weight on each shoulder. You still got 20 seconds, don't worry. We're gonna tap the right leg to a curtsy, right leg out to the right, right leg curtsy. So working those inner and outer thighs. Just a little bit more. All right, so 1 heavy weight between your palms at heart center, or 2 weights, 1 weight on each shoulder, just the right leg. Tap it out to the right, draw it back to that curtsy, tap it out to the right, back to curtsy. Now that back knee does not have to tap the floor. If you are tapping the floor, please make sure it's a very gentle tap out to the right, into that curtsy, out to the right, right back to that curtsy. Your left toes can be turned slightly out. They don't have to be directly at 12 o'clock. They can be closer to 10 or 11, allowing you to open up your left knee as you come into that curtsy. That's it. All right. Now we have the left side. Inner and outer thighs here. So tapping that left leg directly out from the left hip, and then drawing that left leg back to the diagonal. Same options. Drawing it down, chest stays lifted. You do not have to tap that left knee to the floor, but if you do decide to, please make sure it's a very gentle tap. You only have one set of knees. Keep it going. Keeping the body upright as you come into that curtsy, bringing that left leg back to diagonal of your right foot. Right toes can be at 12 o'clock or slightly outwards, closer to 1 o'clock. You got 15 seconds. We're gonna come down to the floor, laying on our back with one heavy weight. That's it, you've got 5. We'll be on our mat for the last 2 moves. All right, finish up here. Come meet me on the floor. We are gonna have that weight in our right hand. Your knees can be bent, feet flat on the floor, or your legs can be straight. Left hand pressing down by your left hip. We're gonna reach the right arm up, full roll up, full sit up, and roll back. Think slow and controlled, one vertebrae at a time, rolling all the way up, and back. For more of a challenge, straighten the legs. If you want even more of a challenge, cross that left hand over your right shoulder, rolling down and up. That's it. If your legs are straight, you can flex, relax, or point your toes. You can also have your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, rolling up and back down. You got 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna switch sides. This time, catch your breath, maybe extend your arms and legs long, tiny arch in your back. Catch your breath. You can bend your knees, you can keep them straight, weight is in your left hand, left arm overhead, right hand by your hip or across your left shoulder, rise up. Think slow and controlled, trying to keep your feet flat on the floor if your knees are bent, trying to keep your heels flat on the floor if your legs are straight. Keep it going. You're using your lower abs to roll down, your upper abs to roll up. So to roll back, draw your navel deep into your spine, rotate your hips towards you. As you roll up, draw your hips away, rotating your hips towards your toes. Option to bring that right hand to your left shoulder. That's it. You've got 2 and 1. All right, come on up to standing. We're back to the top. Grab that one heavy weight between your palms or one weight on each shoulder. Let's start with the left side this time. Left leg directly out from your left hip. We have the curtsies. Curtsy lunge, side tap, curtsy lunge, side tap. Now if you want to add on here, you can draw that knee to the elbow, tap it down, come to that curtsy, tap it out, knee to elbow, bring it back down, and curtsy. You can also just stay with that curtsy. We have abs finishing up here, but if you want to add some oblique action, you can add that tap or just drawing that knee up. Don't have to tap. Keep it going. Last 5, then we'll switch sides. All right, set the left leg down, shake it out. All right, draw that right leg directly out from your right hip. Relax your shoulders up and down, relax your forehead. All right, we're gonna tap that right foot back to diagonal, come into that curtsy, and step it out to the side. Remember your options for your right knee. Protect your knee. Keep it going. If you want to add that additional right oblique work, you did on the left side, maybe draw that knee up, drawing that elbow down, or you can just lift the knee. It doesn't have to tap the elbow. Keep it going. That's it, we're on the floor in less than 15. Grabbing one weight in our left hand, we're gonna start on the left side, on the floor. That's it, you've got 5. Last 2, and 1. All right, come on down to the floor. Grab your weight of choice. Weight is in your left hand to start. Knees can be bent, feet flat on the floor, or you can draw your legs straight. Right hand by your right hip or across to your left shoulder. Roll up. Trying to keep your heels on the floor if your legs are straight. Trying to keep your feet flat on the floor if your knees are bent. Keep it going. Using your upper abs to roll up. Lower abs as you roll down. Keep it going. Try and keep that left arm straight up overhead. That's it. Just when you thought we were done with upper body, we add the weight for some core work. You got less than 10, and then we're switching sides. You got this. Slow and controlled. All right, once you get there, roll all the way back. Maybe extend your arms and legs long, tiny arch in your back. Enjoying that stretch. Adjust yourself if you need to do so. Weight is in your right hand. Overhead, left hand by your hip or across your right shoulder. Roll up and down. Keep it going. Very nice. Looking so strong. You're already 15 seconds in. That's it. Finishing round 2. So strong. Rolling up. Rolling back down. That's it. 15 seconds to go. Don't stop now. Last 5. All right, come on up. We have those curtsy lunges. One between your palms, or 2 weights, one on each shoulder. Let's start with the right side. Right leg steps out. Right curtsy to side step, maybe admin. That oblique crunch, reach it down. Side step. You can also twist. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Always many options. Doing what you can. Slow it down. Focus on your breath. Exhale on the curtsy. Inhale, side step. If you're drawing that oblique crunch in, exhale on the crunch. Keep it going. You've got 10 seconds and we're switching sides. Last time on the right side, so strong. You've got 3, 2, and 1. All right, catch your breath. All right, make sure you have plenty of space to your left and behind you to your right. 1 weight or 2. Curtsy lunge. Side tap. Maybe adding in that oblique. Or take it out if you'd like. Maybe adding a twist. Step it down. Maybe noticing how one side might feel different. I'm always more wobbly with my left leg lifted. Keep it going. That's it. You can just do a side tap to a curtsy. When you come to that side tap, you can draw that knee up. If you want to add an additional twist, you can draw the opposite elbow as you draw that knee up. Beautiful. Way to stay with it. We're on the floor for the next minute and a half. You got 3, 2. All right. Grab that weight of choice. Weight is in your right hand. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. You decide. Weight's in your right hand overhead. Left hand by your hip or on your right shoulder. We're going to full roll up. Rolling all the way up and back. Draw your navel in as you roll back, slow and controlled. None of these we're doing for speed. Think the slower the better. Think as slow as you roll up, that's how slow you want to roll back. Whichever one's the slowest, try to meet it on the opposite. That's it. You set your own time on this. You've got 10 seconds, then we're switching sides. Contract your upper abs, lift your shoulders to roll up, upper abs. All right, come all the way down. Your next exhale, switch hands, extend your arms, tiny arch in your back. All right, draw your left arm overhead, right hand by your right hip or across to your left shoulder. Knees bent, feet on the floor or legs straight. All right, roll up Upper abs. Rise up, left arm overhead, roll back. Keep your navel pulled into your spine. That's it. Keep it going. Imagine you're trying to zip up a pair of jeans. For me personally, it's anything pre-COVID. That is the motion you want to make by drawing your navel into your spine. Keep it going. That's it, last 10. Big stretch coming up after this. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Set the weight off to the side. Stay laying on your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Just grabbing the top side of your shins. You can grab opposite elbows. If you're rolling side to side. The timer's so aggressive for the cool down. All right, from here, come back to center. You can cross your ankles or keep them parallel. We're gonna rock and roll ourselves 3 times. Try to hover the toes. Yes, there's a little more ab work. Roll back, 2 more. Roll up, try to hover the toes. 1 more. All right, hover the toes, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Goes the feet down, cross your ankles, rise up. Very slow. Draw your feet wider than your hips. Tick-tock your hips side to side as you draw your right hand across your body, gently pulling your left hand towards your left shoulder. Just grabbing your right forearm, avoiding your wrist or your elbow. Open and switch. Let them across your body. Gently pulling your left forearm with your right hand in towards your right shoulder. Open. Draw your right elbow wide behind your head. We had a lot of upper body here. This stretch should feel phenomenal. Maybe circle out that wrist. Open, circle out your wrist, both arms lifted. And then bend your left elbow, drawing your left hand behind your shoulder blades with your right hand. This should also feel amazing, this stretch. Maybe circling out your left wrist. And then release your hands, circle out your wrist. Bring your hands down. Bring your hands to your lower back, palms facing in, fingertips facing down. Draw your elbows together. Gaze up, looking up. You can also clasp your hands behind your back, bringing your thumbs towards your ankles. Gazing up, looking up. Gently roll up, shake everything out. With your feet still wider than your hips, we're going to bend into the right knee. Bring your left hand down towards your right toes or your right thigh. Right arm comes up high. From here, we're just going to straighten and bend into that right knee. On the next one, hold the right knee bend. Bring your right hand down. Walk your hands to the center. Bend and extend both the knees. The round back, roll up slowly. Tee out your arms, bend into your left knee. Right hand down, left arm up. You can also bring your right hand to your left thigh. We're going to straighten and bend that left knee. Stretching the inner and outer thighs. Hold that left knee bent, bring the left hand down. Walk your hand to the center. Bend and extend both the knees. Hands can also be on your thighs. Hold a deep bend in both of your knees. Rotate your fingertips towards the outer edge, thumb in. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale to come through center, lengthening your spine. Exhale as you look over your right shoulder. Through center, gently fold forward, hands towards the floor, and then roll up slowly. Roll the shoulders back and forward. Nice big inhale. Fantastic work today. Thank you. Great work this evening.